everybody, it's Kristin. So before I get into the topic of this video, which you can already see by the title, I just want to make a really quick announcement. I have been making videos on YouTube now for about 3 years and have never taken a break. I'm going to take a quick 1 week little YouTube vacation. I have stuff going on. This week I'm actually gone as you're watching this right now. We're gone camping, and when I get back I have to do a quick trip out east for an overnight for work, and just lots of things going on, and I just thought it would be a good opportunity for me to take sort of a little summer vacation. So I'll just be taking 1 week off. You will see me again next week Saturday for a video. I promise you I'm not going to disappear for an indefinite amount of time. It's just 1 week. So I hope that you guys understand that. If you are new to my channel and looking for, you know, something to watch, I have a couple of get to know me videos. They're a little bit longer, but you might want to check those out, so I'll list those below. But I have numerous videos you could check out if you haven't seen them all, which there's a lot of them, so you probably haven't. Anyway, so with that, I hope that you guys have a great week and that you understand me taking a little bit of a break. And let's get into my favorite duos. So I've done a lot of these kind of, I think I did my favorite drugstore quads, my favorite high-end quads and singles and that sort of thing, but I realized the other day I hadn't done anything on my favorite duos. Duos are awesome in my opinion because generally you can get almost your entire look with a duo if it's a pretty wearable duo. Most of these I'll add in you know, like a transition shade and maybe a highlight or something like that. But, you know, if I had to, I could get away with just these two shades, you know, for the most part. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today, and these do run the gamut of drugstore and mid to high end as well. I think I only have one kind of high end. I consider this first one a mid end, and that is the BareMInerals duo, and this is in the Epiphany. And that is a really pretty metallic-y kind of bronzed taupe. And then it has a deep matte brown. Those are the two shades right there. And there they are. So the metallic-y one is in Aha, and then this is in Foreshadow. So Aha and Foreshadow. I wear this one a lot, and with this one you really can blend out that taupe enough to not need a transition color. I certainly still prefer that, but you don't have to have it. So the only other kind of high-end one that I have, the rest are actually all drugstore, is a newer one to my collection, but I just love it. I've worn it a bunch, but I realized the other day I haven't worn it much in videos, so I'll have to try to wear it next time I'm filming. But this is the, this is the NARS Duo in Kawaii. Good gravy, Kristin. There you go. And this has the color, which is like a mint green in it. That purple is gorgeous. Some of the NARS Duo that I've had in the past aren't very creamy. They just aren't worth the price point in my opinion. I think this one is. So this is, it's almost it's like a silver gold with some mint shift to it. It's very, very pretty. And then that purple, a beautiful purple metallic. This duo isn't like any other duo that I have. I really think it's worth the price point, in my humble opinion. All right, so let's talk about a couple of, well, 4 of them. I have 4 drugstore. So the first one, I've talked about this a bunch over the past 3 years. And, well, probably over the past 2 years, maybe. And this is a L'Oreal Hip Duo in Electrified. And you can still find these. Sometimes it takes them a while to replenish when they get sold out, but this one I just found, I bought for a friend of mine at Walgreens, so it is definitely still available. And again, it has, it's funny, it has a really pretty kind of bronzed metallic-y taupe and just a gorgeous plum. So there you go. That is one swatch or swipe of both of them. This is just a great all over the lid color. I think I originally heard about this from Shanny Banny. She doesn't make videos very much anymore, but I'll list her below. She pairs this one a lot with other colors too as well, and that started me doing the same thing. But I love this duo together. I love the colors separately of each other in different eye looks. Just great, great quality for a drugstore. The next one that I have is by Hard Candy, and this is the duo in Rush Hour. I believe I have 3 of these duos, but of them, this is my favorite. So I'll swatch these for you both wet and dry, but So there's the really pretty kind of coppery, bronzed pink, and then a beautiful deep brown. Okay, so there's the same color swatched wet. And then there's that one. So see, it brings out the metallic more in it. And what's really nice to use this, or to do with this, is to use the shades, you know, you can use this one, you know, wet all over your lid, and you can transition it out with it dry on a different brush. You can use this one the same way. There's a lot of different things that you can do with that. And it's kind of a lot of fun to play with, and I really like the colors. They're very, very pretty. Okay, the last two are actually both by Maybelline, and they are the Chic Naturals duos. To my knowledge, these are both still available based on the research that I did this morning. This is the one in brown tones. They're in different packaging now, but they have the same names. I've been talking about this brown tones one since I did Drugstore December in 2012, which is when I found it when I was looking for transition colors. This is... you can wear this all by itself if you want a really super natural look. What I like this for is particularly for travel. It just gives you some kind of transition colors, and it's very little. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't take up a lot of room. So you're not going to see the one very much. That's the darker, and right next to it is the other one. For me, it's one of the most perfect transition colors. Very soft, very blendable, works very well. I really like that duo. So if you're looking for a drugstore, and this is a little more cool toned, if you're looking for a drugstore cool toned kind of transition color, that's a great one to pick up and not very expensive at all. And then the other one that I have from that line is in Dusk. And that is a really pretty pale pink, and then a little bit deeper taupe. I don't love it just because it has taupe. It doesn't hurt matters any. I'll put that right on top of these. It's just a gorgeous, simple look. Again, you can use it in conjunction with other shades, with a single shadow that you have maybe. Both of those are just nice additions, and I just think great quality, and they blend very well. So those are my favorite duos that I have in my collection currently. I just thought I would share those with you. Like I said, since I had done a lot of the, I'll try to remember to link the single. If I've done it's maybe been a while since I've done favorite singles, but in quads, I know I did those within the last 6 months. So I'll list both of those for you guys below. Thank you again for understanding about a little bit of a YouTube break. But as I said, when I come back, you will see me in 1 week from today. And before I sign off, let me tell you what is on my face, as per usual. Today I am wearing, again, the Radiant Lady foundation it's the Super Active Liquid Makeup. I'm still testing that a little bit. For my blush today, I have the Radiant Lady blush in Blush Bouquet. Isn't that pretty? And I already told you what was on my eyes. For liner, I just have the Jordana Espresso Last Liner. And on my lips today, this may seem like a strange combination, but I like it. I've been playing around with this gloss a little bit. I have MAC Lip Liner in Soar. And then over the top of that, I have the Camp Cosmetics Lip Lava in Lady Pimp. And that's, if you guys can see, there's just so many different colors in there. It just, I don't know, it works with almost everything. I really enjoy it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you have a great week, and we will see you next Saturday.